Hi, welcome to Camp Happy Meal, and welcome back to day 9 of Spellbinders 13 Days of Craftoween. So let's get rolling and see what we got for day 9. Looks like we got a creepy spider on this one. I hope the contents aren't creepy. All right, okay, so we're back to cute Halloween, my favorite kind of Halloween. Got this awesome little monster with one eye, and check it out, his pumpkin only has one eye as well. And he's got, looks like a beach ball, and just half of a pair of eyeglasses. That's pretty cool. Okay, so let me get some pieces die cut out, and let's make this card. As with our previous cards, we have quite a number of pieces to work with here. And I actually added some to this. We are going to do something very similar to this layout. It's not going to be exact, but it will be similar. So I decided that the little monster guy needed a friend. So I gave him a spider friend that I have from another set. So let's go ahead and get started building this. I am going to build the base of this first, and then we'll build the monster. So the first thing we want to do is start to glue down some pieces. My pieces that are going to go across this horizontally are not the same depth as the ones on the card sketch. I pulled scrap pieces of what I had, and that's what we're going to work with. And it's okay to do that. If you use a card sketch, you don't always have to follow it 100% exact. 9 times out of 10 when I use a card sketch, it will look similar to the card sketch, but not exactly like it. And even the card sketches that have the measurements to them, rarely do mine come out with the same, looking the same way, with the same measurements. Actually, we need this to be the whole way over here. And I will trim this off on this side when we're done adhering the stripes. And you know what? I probably should have put these ones down first, but this will be okay. I am using, like I said, a different width, or a different depth rather, for my stripes. And I have 3, 4, 5, I have more stripes than what they're using there. And then we'll put this one across the top. Okay, now I'm going to trim these off. Now I'm going to glue the center onto our little flower scallop circle. Kind of looks like a flower, I think. Now we'll adhere this piece down to the base. Actually, I want to lift part of this up so the sentiment can go underneath it. And we'll do this part last. Okay, and I'm not sure what banners I want to use up here yet, so we're going to come back to these. So let's go ahead and start to assemble the little monster guy. So he's got a hole in him, and that's where his eyeball goes. So we'll go ahead and put some glue around there. And then he has teeth. And there's a place where his mouth is that is split open, so you can slide his teeth up underneath it. So I'm going to go ahead and put some glue along here, and that will hold his teeth in. And his teeth go just like that. And then for the pupil part of his eye, there's a little black piece. Just like that. All right, now he's got 2 horns for his head. And that's these, so let's go ahead and put these on. And I put the glue on the wrong side of that one. It actually needs to go on this side because it sits behind his head. Just like that. And then he has a tail. See, these pieces do come together really quickly. This is right in here. And he has a wing. He's got one wing because you can't see the other side of it. I guess we could put a little more glue out to here. Okay. And then this arm lifts up so that you can put his little pitchfork type thing. And I know there's a name for this and I can't come up with what it is at the moment. But so you can slide this underneath here. So let's go ahead and put a little bit of glue on that. Okay, and that's essentially our monster guy. Now he's got a little pumpkin friend here that also has one eye. So let's go ahead and put the black piece behind the pumpkin so you have his eye and his mouth are filled in. Just like that. And then he's got a handle. So we'll put glue on here for the handle. And we'll let that dry a minute before we attach that to here. And then the little spider guy, it's got two eyes. This is a piece that I added on. This is not part of the set. I just thought he needed a friend. And I almost wish I had some googly eyes because that's what I would have used for the eyes. Okay, and then I'm going to take this off screen and I'm going to draw little black dots onto his eyeballs. Okay, and I drew the little eyes and I also drew a little mouth on our spider dude so he's smiling. So let's go ahead and attach the pumpkin, little treat basket to the monster. And we'll leave that dry. Okay, let's go ahead and get our sentiment stamped. And the sentiment is Monstrously Fun Wishes, which is this one. And I'm not going to heat emboss this one today because this is just on plain cardstock and I don't have to worry about it smearing. And I am going to stamp that again just to get a better impression on it. And there must be, I wonder if there's a defect on this stamp that the L is not stamping properly. That's better. Okay. So let me clean this part of it up and then we'll finish this card. All right, so let's finish this one up. I am going to pop him up on some dimensionals, but I think first I'm going to go ahead and put this banner down. And for the banners up here, I guess we'll go ahead and do those two. All right, and then all we got to do is just pop up this little monster. I think he's super cute. The dimensionals are super sticky. And then for his little spider friend, I think we'll pop him up right beside him. And that's going to be a little bit too big. So let's pull out some of the smaller ones. About just like that. Well, I think it turned out super cute. So this is card number 9 of the series. Really happy with this one. I can see myself making a whole bunch more of these little monster guys. I don't know, wait, do we need to do some of these? What do you think? Maybe a couple up here and down here? I've got a couple in the bowl ready to go, so why not? So how about we do, how about like 3 up here and maybe 1 down here. So we'll do like 1 of each color up here. Oops, they're sticking together, so let's put a purple one there and then let's put a black one down here. How about just like that? Now we can call this one done. So that's card number 9. I hope you enjoyed this one as much as I did. Just love this little monster. You know, I kind of hope that the last couple of days are all cute ones and not spooky ones. But even so, there's enough cute ones in here that I know I'm going to go back and make some of these, make some more cards out of these. So this is our card number 9, and I hope to see you back here for card 10.